Damn. We're back again. Oh man, I'm so glad to actually be here already. Just the final steps to set up, and I'm good. Oh, the music's pretty good today. I need to just set up the last things for YouTube and stuff. Just a second. So yeah, today we're gonna be making cool particle effects. This is our current menu. It's kind of plain right now, but I have a new one already made, but we haven't implemented yet. Just a second. Oop, I can hear myself. That's funny always. Copy video URL. Start. And done. Alright. Yeah, these next 2 weeks I'm gonna be streaming from my home. We have some interesting stuff going on now. Alright, just a second. Alright. That's cool. Got everything set up. Alright, so today we're going to be making some particle effects again. I'm really having fun making this. Oh, it's something else. Having a lot of crunch time nowadays. But alright, let's try making the best out of this, what we can. Photoshop? Okay. It would be nice if you could see that. Okay. Strange that it doesn't... Okay, now it worked. Yeah, sometimes the graphics card doesn't register that it's on that side or something, that it doesn't render it. Is my tablet even working? Right. Should be. Yeah, due to recent crunch time things, I decided that I need to stream on Monday instead of Tuesday. Kind of broke the schedule a little bit, but I'm gonna make it up to you guys next week. I think next week I could be streaming twice. Could be doing 2 streams. That would be really cool, I think. That would be real cool. Alright, let's see now if my tablet works. Yep, nice. Need a brush. Yep, nice. That's perfect. But for some reason it doesn't show that. So now it's also now it doesn't work. That's really weird. What the fuck? Yeah, see in the corner it doesn't show the document for some reason. If I could just... I'm just gonna restart Photoshop better. Pretty rocky start. Strange. Oh well. That's okay. Just open that again. Go back to my Unity. So yeah, Today we're gonna be making some cool particle effects. I came up with I can make some like a punch particle effect. That would be really cool. Let's see if this Photoshop thing works. All right, and I guess still no. What the? This is really strange. It doesn't render the canvas on the. Oh, okay. What the fuck? I don't get this sometimes. What the fuck? Display capture, and I have that small modify Windows capture. And then there's. Okay. I don't need this, I need the office. Usually this used to work, but now it doesn't, and I'm feeling really weird about that. Oh well. What the fuck? Alright. Fuck it. I'll just let you know, guys, what we're gonna be working on. As this is really strange, like all my stuff keeps failing me nowadays. But it's okay. We can keep on going. So what we're gonna do today is I need to take a look at. Oh, it doesn't even show me buttons. Oh man. Oh man. Bar. I can't do that. Nothing is working like that as well. Wacom settings. Alright. Tablet driver's not responding. Keep on having tablet driver problems. Also, someone spilled water on my on my tablet. Not on my tablet, but on my computer a little bit, and it messed up my HDMI port. So basically, I'm waiting for a converter so I can actually use that one. Yeah, this really sucks. I can't even force proportions on this. Maybe I can. Particle. Okay, you know. Fuck that. I'm just gonna do it with the text. Like, I mean, what the fuck? I really want to make those particles, but like this, I want to let you guys know as well what's going on with this stuff. And particle effects. All right. Bullshit. Come on, let me just move you around so people know what I'm doing. Particle effects, and let's just. Thank you. Come on, get away. Why do you? What the fuck? No, I'm not gonna do that. Let me edit you. See? Alright. And the first one is gonna be a punch. 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 And then let's see in a second like what kind of others we can come up with. I think we can come up with some cool stuff. So let's just keep on going. Millen Harry's dead. Hey man, how's it going? How's it going? Thanks a lot for joining in. I have had some issues with the starting stuff. I need my technical stuff is pretty weird today. Not my technical stuff, but my equipment fails me today. Like, seriously. But I finally got to the point. I had a crazy week, man. Like, this is your first time here, right? I think so, yeah. Like, we do this stuff every week, and last week I was really not feeling well. I'm under a lot of crunch time, but still, I'm gonna keep on just making cool stuff and show that to everyone. Click the UI and press F in the scene view if you're trying to focus on it. Yeah. I know that. Thanks a lot for the tip. And yeah, I had like I couldn't pan around. I was even like clicking the mouse button and everything, and the tablet drivers are not working. And then someone spilled water on my laptop this week. I really wanted to get it fixed, but as I have like a lot of deadlines in the next week and all that kind of stuff, I just got a small converter from VGA to HDMI, so I can use my tablet, but I can't have a third screen, so that's kind of a pity. Yeah, man, like stuff like that happens. Stuff like that happens sometimes. And I'm just trying to keep my positivity up. Like I can't let myself down. Oh, still this is so strange that the. Oh, what the fuck! I'm real sorry about this. I'm real sorry about this. That it flips out. That this screen doesn't get rendered with on the other side. Like you can see the what the fuck. The Photoshop screen, it doesn't show properly. What is this other one? Well, okay, you know, I'm gonna remove this because it's gonna be easier to see what I'm doing with all the particle effects here. Like that can go away. So first things first, we're gonna be making a punch effect. So it's gonna be like a hitting kind of thing. So like when a character punches someone. So first things first, I think I'm gonna start with figuring out how the emitter should work. I think I can take away the shape actually, and the emission is gonna be just 1. And I can leave that to 0 as well, and max particles to 1. And I'm gonna remove the speed, so it just shows up at the spot. So just at one place. Yeah, like, thanks a lot, guys, for joining in already. I was already flipping out for a bit because of all the things not working properly. We got there. We got to that positivity moment finally. I'm so happy about that. Oh man. Like last week I was feeling not quite well, so I decided just to quit the stream earlier, and yeah, that was not a good day for me. So today I wanna make it up for you guys, and let's make some particles. So okay, I'm gonna need to make. So this first thing is gonna be like a shockwave. This small particle effect. Now it's currently just this blinking dot, but I'm gonna need to make a sprite. So Millen Harris, what kind of stuff do you do? Do you have any cool things you're working on, or something? Shockwave. This is gonna be shockwave. 2K. Let's do a 2K. Let's do a 2K thing, and I need a black background. So I can make white particles. I usually try making them on black on white, and then I just remove the background, so I just have a pure alpha in the background. So first things first, I'm gonna start with an ellipse. All right, making this. So it's gonna have no fill, and it's gonna have a white stroke. White stroke. Yep, completely white. Oop, no, just white. Okay. One thing that it's also sometimes just noticed, this might be a thing. Power options, and you set this to high performance. Sometimes I get like this this small lag. Will it work? I do VR, AR, MR, simulation training, educational applications. I've also got my own hobby list project going outside of that. Oh, dude, that's pretty cool. Do you maybe have some kind of website or something that we could follow? Like I could check that up. Would be really fun. Would be really cool. Yeah, if you have like any work in progress or something that you would like to share, you can just make sure to drop that link in the chat. Chat here, there. Hey, Roy, damn, man. I thought you were swimming. It's weird. You're like so far away, and I know what you're doing. that's weird. But it's cool actually. Like we're partners. Like, I need to know that. You need to know some other stuff as well. So I need to center this ellipse. Center this baby. Alright. And I need to make the stroke a tiny bit smaller. I keep my hobby stuff kind of down low until I get further along. Okay. Still cool though. If you have a portfolio site or something that you can actually show, you can actually drop a link. I would actually appreciate that a lot. I like looking at other people's work as well. Alright. So, I'm gonna make this a tiny bit smaller. If I could filter it, let's see if I can do a Gaussian blur. Yeah, rasterize this baby. No. I think I'm just gonna need to play around with the layer effects. And what I need is an inner glow. This is gonna give it that inner glow. Let's just take a look at this. Choke. Okay. Can I actually see it? I'm getting weird lag. Like really weird lag. Yeah, like sometimes it's nice to like make something that you actually want to make and then release it, right? I'm a fan of that, like, because I did the same, like just kept going for my own stuff, and then eventually got somewhere else with that. So where is that inner glow? Can't even see that. Is it a smart shape? It's not. Really strange. Okay. Wow. Wow. Alright, man. MillenHarris.com. Thanks a lot for joining in, man. I'm gonna check out your... Oh. Looks fancy, dude. I'm gonna check out those games after the stream as well. Looks like a nice website you got there. Outer glow. Yeah, I think outer glow is what I'm looking for. Because otherwise I think the inner glow just works inwards of the shape. So that's kind of a pity. Alright. So I need the size to be quite big. And spread. How's the music, by the way? Is it not too loud or something? Like, because I'm not sure how loud is it. Alright. And I think if I could just adjust this color a little bit, so that the outside would be not that much. Maybe I could just do. Okay, figured out another one. I could just give it a gradient, and if I could give it a radial, yeah, this is what I would like to have. And this is gonna be opacity 0. And here, yeah, like something like this. Yeah, nice. I found the shape that I want to have. Hey Greg, how's it going, man? Thanks a lot for joining in, dude. How's your week been, man? Long time no see. A week. So this is actually the shape that I'm looking for. The fill could be a bit further, like this. Alright. So I'm gonna save this. Yeah, well, like crunch time, man. A lot of crunch time. That's why, yeah, I decided to stream on Monday. I didn't know that last week if I would have to do that. I just decided that on Friday. But thanks a lot for joining in, man, and knowing that we're live now. That's really cool, dude. And yeah, been working a lot. I have a commercial project I'm gonna finish soon. Maybe I'm gonna be able to share that eventually. That would be really cool. I would really like to show you guys what I did in the last weeks. I really had a lot of fun. Learned a lot of Marmoset tool bag and a lot of other things. And now you guys are seeing all my folder structure. Twisted Hive, Sabotage, and got new assets. Exactly. Yeah, we got new assets coming up. There's a lot of things going on. We're working on characters, and level up Sparkle. I need a new one. This is gonna be a punch. Puchin. Punch. I'm gonna open that. So yeah, we're working on a lot of character sheets, basically, and like figuring out what kind of like nicer characters we're gonna make. And I want to take it to the next step in the next weeks, and hopefully that's gonna work out really fast. Like I already see like the friends that are helping me out, they've made already most of the things, so I'm really happy about that. And yeah, saving this PSD, and this is gonna be Shockwave. All right, and this thing, I'm gonna save it as a PNG as well, just so I have the source I can later just go back to it. And this is gonna be Shockwave.png. Alright, let it save that. Now I just need to find it again here. New assets. Particles. And I have a new thingy here. Resources, where did I put? Okay, this is gonna take some time to find. Like that, particles, that's not. Those are not the particles I'm looking for. Level up. Where is it? How come it's not really simulating? Real strange. Yeah, like I made these kind of particle effects last week. So basically, when someone levels up, you can see in what kind of class he levels up, and yeah, like made some really cool stuff. So what I would like to know is where I put all these things. Okay, resources, particles, I need to expand my my thing. The music is too loud. All right. Hey Aubrey, I've been expecting you. Is the music too loud? What do you guys think? Because I can just tone it down a little bit. I can tone it down. Is it still too loud? I hope not. It's alright. Let's get rid of that one. And let's work on this shockwave. Shockwave. No. Punch. And here I can put in the... Yep. Didn't it save? Save this please for me. And I can already make a new material. I'm gonna need a material for this. And this is gonna be shockwave. And this is going to be particles additive. Did this save already? Nice. And now I can just drag in the shockwave alpha. The school game. Yeah, man. Want me to share some of my sculpting? Dude, that would be really cool. I enjoy your sculpts, man. Like, you're getting better all the time. Give me a link. Give me a link, boy. Alright, so... this is the particle emitter, and I would need this shockwave to be on top of this guy. If I can do that. So now what it does, it just comes out like this. Every 5 seconds it goes out like this. Duration should be like 1 second maybe. Bow, bow, bow. Yeah, 1.5. And I'll make it 1. And I'll also make the lifetime 1 second. Yeah, that's gonna be too long actually. Alright. Like a little bit. So what I would like it to do is to come out like a shockwave actually. And I noticed something. And I'm gonna pause this. Alright. Thanks, man. I'm gonna check out that stuff. Ooh. Dude. You're getting nice at butts, dude. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna high-five that. Real nice work, man. Really nice work. So how much time does it take you to do those kind of things? So start size is gonna vary. It's gonna be random between 2 constants. It's gonna be 0.5 and 1. Maybe 0 and 0. Yeah. 7. Yeah, so it's just a fast effect. Alright, so we're gonna have to do size over lifetime. And that's gonna be like this, and we're looking for something like this kind of curve. Yeah. Yeah, we're looking for this kind of effect. Alright. Hours and hours. Nice, man. But that's some good work. That's some good work. What about you, Greg? How's your stuff going on? How's your stuff going on? And now I noticed that okay, I'm gonna iterate this a little bit. The gradient is kind of, could do the gradient a bit. Adjust the gradient, could use a bit of adjustments. Ooh, damn. Not like that. If I could just get this small point. Come on. Come on. Alright. It's gonna stay like that. No? Alright. Just a tiny bit less. Alright. So yeah, thanks a lot for all you guys joining in already. It's really awesome on a non-scheduled day, pretty much like that you guys joined in. I have some cool news that we're approaching already 100 followers, which is like crazy amazing. Like thanks a lot for each and every one of you guys. Like that's just so amazing. And like we figured out that there's this thing with it becoming a part of the game. So now that's gonna be more of a thing now. We figured out that the people that have signed up now. Oh, I'm stuck on the problem with the big map size. Aside that, I had to set up OP on PC because it decided to give up on me. Oh, OS, yeah. Oh man, like something is going wrong. Like this past couple of weeks have a really bad mojo. I can't take bad mojo days nowadays. That's really not good. All right, and yeah, like someone spilled the water on my laptop, and now I don't have a USB. No, not a USB, but a HDMI port, which really sucks. Roy's also on vacation, which is cool. I'm gonna go on vacation afterwards. So most likely you guys are gonna be enjoying some... Can I copy this? Oh, it doesn't even show me the notification. Okay. And yeah, maybe then we're gonna have some more development streams where we can develop some certain things, or he could implement the stuff that I've made. I know that already most of the stuff is implemented, but I think we could do more. We could do some more interesting stuff. Wow. That's really slow. Start lifetime 2. Yeah. That seems a bit nicer. So I'm also gonna give it some color override lifetime. So that's gonna be like this. Something along the lines of this, that the alpha is 0 and then it pops up and it slowly fades away. Let's see how this looks like. Bow. Does this look like a shockwave? Yeah, this looks pretty okay. If you drop something in the water and water is spilled or something, put it in rice for 24 hours in a closed box and the water is gone from the device, etc. I saved my phone with rice. Yeah, that's true. Use lower maps, but still keep a good look. Maybe, yeah, like first things first, the rice stuff. I actually, okay guys, I'm gonna share you something that I did on a while ago. Not a while ago, but how I spent my Friday evening. That was not the best thing that I could have done. But basically I spent the whole Friday evening from 12 until 1 o'clock. No, from 12 until 2. So basically around 2 hours just picking apart the whole laptop and realizing that there's nothing around the USB port. No, not HDMI port, I mean. there's nothing. So I was like really disappointed that I couldn't fix it myself. But other than that, yeah, that rice trick is pretty good. And by the way, do you know how I might use lower maps but still keep a good look? That's a good question. I think you could Udim tiles. Maybe that could be a trick. So you have multiple maps instead of just one map. Maybe that could help, just cutting it into more pieces and stuff like that. I think that this is too fast. And actually, I also need to get the kid so I know how big is it according to his hand. Get the kid. Plugins, resources, resources, prefabs, characters, and student. Yeah, it can be much bigger, right? Like 1 or 2. Bow. Bow. 2.5 even. Fuck it, we can make it to 1.5. Yeah, that, like, you can really feel the punch, you know? But yeah, I think if you could use... yeah, most likely you're baking at 8K, right? Or something like that. Or at least 4K. That could be a tricky thing. Because I also have issues with that nowadays, that I need a more powerful computer now to do certain things that I want to do with the high poly stuff. Alright, I'm actually feeling pretty comfortable with this stuff. With this, how this looks like. So I know the speed at least. No, not the speed, but the size of this thing. I need to bake an 8K to make the shapes not look jagged. Okay, then maybe your UV is a bit too dense. Would be easier if I would know how it looks like, but that's really hard to manage right now, I guess. Oh shit. I think yeah, having more UV maps, or just cutting it up a little bit. Maybe you could even cut it up in a way where you could add some, like a model on a part where it like gets cut, so you have multiple parts. Something like that I think would work really good. Ooh. Yeah, like this. Like this is gonna be better. That's a bit too fast. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's needs a bit more punch. Alright. And then I also want like a star kind of effect, so it looks like it's it actually punches something. Alright. This is gonna need a new document, which is going to be called explosion? No, not explosion, but collision. Alright. Goddamn. Yeah, this period is like, there are different periods in life that it always like certain things change, and like it just starts, certain things start just messing up for a while. And I think I'm going through a kind of a weird period in my life now. I'm starting to move, now I need to move soon. And I'm not really sure where. I haven't found a place yet, but that's gonna come eventually. I'm not too worried about it. Alright, and this, I'm actually gonna use the same gradient as I used on the other guy. Can I do radial? Okay. On this one. Oh yeah. This is gonna have a different trick. This is definitely, this one's gonna have a different trick. Come on. Let me just iterate this still. Can take away the fill, and then I can give it a Gaussian blur. Or, you know what? First things first, I'm gonna edit this a little bit. Anyways, I must skull boobs. I'm glad you're alright. Take care. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks a lot for joining in, dude. I really appreciate that. And keep on working on those nice butts, man. Yeah, you too, dude. Keep it up. Keep up the good stuff. No surrender, no retreat, man. You can't give up. That's my current motto nowadays. Like I don't give up. I don't give up. And I need to find a way. At least I think there was a way that you can edit this. You could edit this. What if I give it a white fill? No, actually, it needs to be without fill. That's gonna be much better. But yeah, have a nice evening, Aubrey. I hope you're gonna enjoy your date. Add points. Oh, see? So I'd like it to be more. Certain points I want to be them to be more spiky. Oop. Get away from there. Where did it disappear? Well, frankly, I gave up. Doesn't look like that to me, dude. Like, for real. You keep on saying that all this stuff sucks, all this stuff is real bad and all that kind of stuff, but you're still here and you're still doing those things that you're doing, man. That motivates me as well, you know. If I see that the people around me are moving and doing stuff, then I get more motivated as well. That's why I also do these streams, like it really, because I thought I'm worthless. Maybe to you. Come on, man, like look at those asses that you're making. Can I Control Z here? Can I Control Z here? What the fuck? I'm really sorry, guys. Like, I'm not really sure what's going on with this now. Cancel. No. No. And now you're gonna keep on showing me these things. Okay, then. No. What? Windows history. Dude. Like, Windows. Window. And history. History. Where's my history? Thank you so much. That's really cool. Yeah, where was that? Where was that now? Drag anchor. Yeah, my Photoshop skills are not that great anymore. I have lost them a little bit. Go back. Go back. Alright. You know, this is just annoying as shit. This is really one of the most annoying things that I've sometimes had. Click on the 3 dots on the history window and enlarge the box. Yeah. But I don't need it right now. But thank you for that. I really appreciate that. That really really gave But why the fuck does this happen? You know, fuck it. It's gonna stay like that then. I just want to give it outer glow. Yeah, stuff is pretty slow. I'm really not sure what's happening. Maybe because I would really not want to get a new laptop now. That would really suck. That would really suck, just because of some little bit of water spills and all that kind of stuff. That really sucks. Who knows? Maybe I can get some insurance stuff for that. That wouldn't be too bad. Render, and I need to give it a Gaussian blur. Gaussian blur always gives like this nice, like soft kind of feeling to the effect. So I kind of really like doing that usually. So it's like a little bit blurry. And now we can play around with the outer glow of this thing. Come on. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Open it. Nice. So yeah, today I'm streaming from the Bat Cave. I hope you guys enjoyed. At least I do. I do. So the spread can be... I'm really not entirely sure where the lag is coming from. So a little bit like that. And the range can be bigger as well. Alright. Something like this. Let's take a look how this would look like. And I'm gonna call this one, yeah, collision. And now I need to save this as a PNG. And also gonna be collision. Now I don't spend too much time on the naming conventions, because that, like, sometimes it takes a lot of time. And now I just want to make something that actually works. So I can actually duplicate this one. So I have the same particle effect. But what I am gonna do, I'm gonna change the emission and then the time of the... It's gonna be 2. So the burst is gonna be a tiny bit later than the shockwave. Or should it be the other way around? What do you guys think? And I need to go back to this particle effect. Oh, get away. And save it with the alpha. I saved it like the last 2 times. I saved it with the background. With the background. That's a tongue twister. Alright. And as this is saving, I'm just gonna make a new material. That's gonna be called collision. Most likely I'm not even typing that correctly. Collision is spelled differently, I think. Particles, and I also do additive. And let's just put this guy here. And then let's take this on top of that. Wow. Actually, the other way around, I think. Like, if this one would have an emission right afterwards, and this one is at 0. And now I can play both of them. Alright. There's gonna be one more trick, which is really nice. At least I think that it's really nice. Alright. So, one thing, I want to try this because I've never actually did this. So, it's gonna be the trail that comes behind the fist. that it's gonna be like a small trail, and then this is gonna happen, the explosion and the hit. Pow. All right. I'm gonna zoom in on this baby. And what I would like to do is go back to this guy, make a new document, and this is gonna be the trail. Also gonna be 2K. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna close this away. We're just gonna keep on going with these particles. It's gonna be real fun. I'm gonna give it a black background, and I'm gonna use this custom shape tool again. So actually, this is pretty nice. I like how this stuff looks like. Now I need to learn how to master this pen stuff onto this thing. Why can't I edit the path, I'm wondering? Because I could do that before. Add anchor point? Okay. So if I do that, then I can actually edit it. And that's just what I needed. So a couple of these points I can delete. So basically what I need is just a straight line at the bottom. That would be perfect. So like this. And I'm gonna remove these points. Just move them around a little bit so you could get like some kind of spiky cool effect. Some kind of cool spiky effect. First things first, I'm working just out the shape, how it should look like, how I feel it should be comfortable. Alright, this can go inwards as well. And now I can just adjust this a little bit more to my liking. This here. It's kind of something like this, I think. So it actually looks like a trail a little bit as well. Alright. Alright. So yeah, if you guys have anything that you're working on or some kind of stuff that you guys would like to share with others, you can drop a link here in the chat so all of us can enjoy your awesome work. I really wish I could share the work that I'm doing on my other projects, but unfortunately I'm under NDA, and that would be really great. Because those things that those artists made there and what kind of stuff we're putting together, it's just like really gorgeous things, like sometimes. Really cool. Really cool. And sometimes it's really nice to work with a big team where, well, sometimes you don't have the influence, but you can make something really great. Some really cool stuff. Alright. So how am I gonna do with this guy? Let's go to the shape, and maybe I'm just gonna give it a fill, kinda like this, but the other way around. Swap the gradient. Let's just take a look how this looks like. Alright. Yeah, I don't need that dark part of this thing. Give it a complete fill. No stroke. And a layer effect. And I'm also gonna do a little bit of Gaussian blur, I think would be nice. That's my main thing that I try doing most of the times. Because Gaussian blur kind of makes it look nicer, like more soft. Gives us nice look to it. And outer glow. Outer glow. Outer glow. Outer glow. Outer glow. Does whatever an outer glow does. What the fuck? And Mondays are really hard. Can't deal with Mondays. Also, like, I enjoy going back to the office and like someone says, looks like someone's got a bad case of Mondays. You can't tell that to me. You can't do this. Like, that's depressing. Alright. So the trail is also done. Let's just save this guy as a PNG. As a PSD first and then a PNG. And PSD. Of course at the top of the list. Sometimes I like these kind of things, like small mistakes always make cool stuff sometimes. But not in this case. And now a PNG. Okay. And now I already can make a new material for this guy. Create material, and this is gonna be called tail. Yeah, that's also a tail, right? Trail. And bam. So I guess it should be at the same position and at the same kind of way how these ones are. So this first one is, come on, let me rename this. This first one, Monday is just the word, a human-made concept. It's just a day as every other day. Just some people before named it Monday. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's just your surroundings kind of really make who you are at some points. Like sometimes it really influences you. And I'm like, a couple of years I used to spend just working all the time, and like I don't believe in days. I don't believe in months. But I do believe in habits, and like that's sort of a habit that happens, you know. But in a way, it's really free. You can do whatever. Like Monday can be a Sunday, Monday can be a Tuesday, Friday, whatever day. Sometimes Fridays feel more like a Monday, or whatever you call it. All right, shock wave. This is gonna be shock wave. This is gonna be the collision. Now I write it with a double L. Interesting. And this is gonna be the trail. Alright. So for this, I'm gonna apply this material there. And then I can work on this material. And I'm gonna have to do some different rendering things for this one to work. I'm gonna have to do some testing with this guy. So this is how the sprite looks in the end. Bow. Bow. So the start rotation, I need the start rotation. 90. And what I could do is a renderer, and I'm gonna do horizontal billboard. No. There was a convert extremes. What the fuck was this? Billboard alignment, world facing, sort mode, motion vectors. Ooh, I didn't even know that there's things like this. Stretched billboard. What does this look like? Can I see it somewhere? Doesn't work at all? Huh. Interesting. Because there was a way how I can... Sorting fudge. What is sorting fudge? Damn. Stretch. Alright. That wasn't that one. But anyways. This at the bottom. Need the size over lifetime to stay more consistent. I need it more consistent, so I'm just gonna make it like this. And the size is also gonna be 1.7, so I have like a little bit more control over that. And the time is gonna be 0. So the time is gonna be 0, and actually the collision can be at 0.1, and the shockwave can be at 0.2. Looks really messed up right now. But that's alright. That's alright. I need to make it move a little bit. And it doesn't need start speed. But there is one thing that it would need though. Like roads. I just need to check out this. Why doesn't the stretched billboarding work? Length scale, speed scale, camera scale? I'm not sure why can't I see it. 5, 0, 0. Okay. Horizontal. I think I need a horizontal billboard like that. Horizontal billboard, and then I can actually take this rotation away. Alright, so now I notice that the trail can actually be much bigger. So 2, 2.5. Alright. And it's local as well, so that's pretty good. Alright, so the trail could be a little bit faster. And the emission collision could be at 0.2. So I'm just like trying to time it now. Like this is pretty fun sometimes. I really like doing this kind of things. 0.3. And the shockwave could use a little bit more subtlety. So that's kind of okay. That's pretty cool. I want this collision to be more clear. The shockwave could also be a little bit bigger. 2.5. Yeah. This is a pretty cool effect. I think that this works really nicely. This is gonna work really great for the punch. So it has trail and then bam, 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 bam. Cool. Real nice. Make it a bit different. And 5. Let's check it out. Could play around a little bit with this gradient here. A little bit of the gradient, a little bit of the soft particles factor. Alright, and now we can actually, let's just go through the whole timeline. Bow. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. I'm gonna create an empty 3D object and call this punch. Punch. And all of these guys are gonna go inside of this punch, and then I can make this as a this thing, as a prefab. Resources, level up generic, and yeah, I'm gonna do the same for this one. Then I'm gonna just make a small folder here, and then I'm gonna call it resources, and all of the resources go in there. All right. Interesting that Masterplay is not here. That guy is always like really on point with this stuff. Fun guy. Always fun to hang out with that guy. Alright. Could I fine tune more? Maybe I can. If I would just do a shape, perhaps, and the shape could be a box, a circle. What the fuck is a circle? Cone. And the cone could be really small. The radius could be 0. But what it would do then, maybe then I can just set it up so that it's stretched. No? Because it doesn't have speed, right? At least I think so. Okay. I think now I should do one thing that I always tell myself, and that's, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because yeah, I think now it looks pretty okay. It's pretty okay. I should just stop doing that. Alright. And there's really cool thing that I would like to do, that I made prefabs for the characters. I made a watering pot for one of the characters. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's gonna work just great. So I made a flowering pot. Flowering pot, is this what you call it? So what I would like to do is that the janitor could water plants. So basically I want to do kind of like a water kind of stream out of this stuff. And let's do that. I'm gonna make a particle effect of this punch and the student. I can remove because they're already made, and just make sure that if it's actually there. I always like doing that. Resources, punch. Where did I save it? All right. This is gonna work really good, I think. Yeah, this looks really nice. Takes just a second. Wow. Yeah. That's gonna be great. Alright, now a new particle system, which is pretty huge right now. Which is pretty fucking huge. If I could just like do 0, 0, 0. Minus 90 degrees. Alright. Can add it there. Like this it works, right? Nah, of course no. Start lifetime is gonna be 2, let's say, and speed is gonna be 1. 5. Need to work on the shape of this emitter. So it can stay a cone, or I think a hemisphere would work better. A hemisphere, would it work better? Or would a cone work better? I think a cone is going to be much better, at least in this case. Okay. So I guess next week I could make some animations, and then we could match some more particle effects. That would be really fun. Start speed. Yeah, sure. It's gonna be way more. The size is also not too nice. Start size is gonna be 1.2. 1. And I could actually make a new thing, new document. Close these previous ones as well. This is gonna be a drop. Alright, save this one, and save the rest of the ones as well, actually. Yes. Yes! My man! Alright. Gonna make that dark. And let's just make a custom shape again. And I already noticed that there's this nice heart shape. Let's take a look at what kind of things does it have. What kind of points does it have? I'm gonna remove this, I'm gonna remove that, and I'm gonna remove this one. Ha! Nice. Cheating at its finest. I like this. Like, a good tool is half of the work, and if you know your tool's good enough, then it's pretty legit. So people who know Photoshop better can do this much better than I can, I bet. Because it's all in the weird stuff of Photoshop, I would say. At least for particles. So now I'm getting really used to like Photoshop and all kinds of stuff, as I need to make UI and all kinds of interesting things on my other projects. That's kind of cool. Oop. No. Oh no. I noticed now, like, as I started streaming with music, sometimes I zone out and I just like I listen to the music more than I do stream. And that's not the point, I guess. And for this guy, I think let's just edit this stuff. So maybe here I could do something cool with the gradient. 0% opacity. Actually, sometimes even pink background is really nice. So I can see like how actually the gradients go and everything. Need to help yourself to help yourself. All right. No, actually I don't like this. Because it's completely different than all the other ones that I've made before. So I'm actually gonna give it a stroke. Give it a white stroke. And I'm gonna give it some... just a white fill, actually. White fill would work the best. And of course, where are we gonna go without the Gaussian blur? Alright, let's rasterize this baby. Let's make it just a tiny bit like this. This is really nice. I like this. PNG. And for this reason I need to make a new folder. It's gonna be that one. Watering pot. Drop PNG, and also save it at the same spot as like the other thing, BSD. So we have both. Always need to keep the source. It's easier to manage it later on. I remember I used to, when I started doing all kinds of stuff like this, I always like just wanted to make it, and always I needed to go a couple of steps back, and I couldn't do that. So now I'm like really focused on non-destructive workflows and stuff like that. Particles, and need a new folder here as well. Watering pot. And I'm gonna find where I saved that particle. Where I saved this particle. Drag and drop. And I'm gonna create a new material. This material is gonna be drop as well. Additive. Bam. And now I can add it to the particle system. Alright. Maybe it's not gonna look that great right now. I'm gonna have to add some... Actually, yeah, I don't like that it's like... What if I look from this side? Ha! That's interesting. Let's just check out what kind of things we can do with this. Because from this side it looks like that. Maybe it was wise to just keep those balls like that. Because drops are always like, they're not really this kind of shape, but also let's just see. Let's see. I'll make another one, and let's like a ellipse. A ball. And move it like this. Put it closer together. Leave it here. Come on, let me just align this to the center. I'm just looking for a nice shape for the drop. I would like to add a fill. So now I want to do this kind of fill. I think that would look really cool. And this can be 0. So it goes kind of like that. But this white part can be a tiny bit more here. And this can also be white. No, white. Yes. Nice. No, don't make me those. Don't make me those. Okay. This is really funny. It makes me laugh a lot. Like I don't want to make it. Say press cancel. No. You really want this. You want to make this one. Let's see how this one is gonna look like. So sometimes it's really nice to experiment with these kind of things. Like experimenting always takes you to a new place where you didn't think you could end up in. So that's really cool sometimes. So emission doesn't need to be that much. I only need 100 particles. And if I could do 50. And that's maximum of 100. Maximum of 50 particles as well. So it just constantly keeps on dripping like this. But I would like it to have a duration of maybe a second and a half. So let's see. Okay. Curve for this. I'm gonna make it 60 and I'll give it some keyframes here. So over time it's gonna burst a bit more. And I'll add another key like this. Nice. But this is not what I'm looking for. I think I'm gonna do it with bursts. So if I could do one which is or actually I don't need those bursts. I just need to be able to simulate like this. But 1.5 seconds. Or just 1 second is also enough. Alright. Now let's work on the size of these things. 0.5. I'm gonna make it actually random between two constants, and one is going to be 1.5 and this is going to be 0.2. Alright. Alright, and then I'm going to pick a start color, random between two. One is going to be bluish like this, no alpha, and then the other one is going to be also bluish but a little bit different bluish. bluish. So there's this really funny, what if the drop is a bit small? That's alright. I'll add some cool dampening effects, so it can fall on something, and it can basically stay there for a little bit. That's the kind of the thing that I want. But yeah, that's a really good question. What if the drop is a bit small? So I need to actually work on the lifetime, because they're never gonna be that long. The character's not even that high. The character's not even that high. I think everybody's high in this game sometimes. Characters, so I can actually drag in the janitor. Bow. And I could actually, no, I don't need the janitor, but what I would like to have is a prefab of plants. Plants. Yes. And if I could just attach this particle effect towards this dude. So right. And what? No. Just one. Just one. Oh my goodness. And simulation space to world space. Let's take a look at this. Alright, and I'm just gonna keep looping this. I'm gonna keep on watering this stuff. Alright. So it can actually move together with the object that it's attached to. And that's really cool that you can have this kind of thing. But these particles, start rotation. Start speed could also be a little bit different. 25.6, even, yeah, just 1. Can even leave it at 1, but the lifetime needs to be 0.5. This is pretty decent. This is pretty decent, except that I really dislike how the soft particle thing is like affecting it right now. So what I can do is alpha blended. Alpha blended is actually even better. I like how it gives the dark color a bit more. Like additive is more for like white colors and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of like the blending layers in Photoshop. Kind of like that. Soft scales factor. All right. I'm gonna make it a bit smaller. And this doesn't need an alpha, at least not that much. And the size also can vary a little bit. All right. This is really cool. I actually quite like this. This gravity modifier is a bit weird. Because I wanted to have more speed. And then just to pick up speed from the gravity. And that would give it a... It actually kind of works like that nowadays. They've added a lot of really cool things to the spread. Really? And this, if I make it spread 0, it just like does this weird shit. What the fuck? And in the base shell. Just billboard, because just billboard looks much better with these. All right. Ooh. Base. Give it an angle. So it's more focused. And what if I give it a more spread? What? This is so strange. But at the same time, not really. Yeah, kind of like this. I kind of like this. This is real nice. So what do you guys think? Is this pretty nice? How is this working out? And I want color over lifetime. So I'll give it this gradient, and this is not quite what I would like to. So I'll remove this one. In the beginning, I'm not gonna have any. So it kind of fades away a bit. And then I'll add collision to this planes world. Let's just take a look how this works. Oop, not that direction. Simulate. So now it actually bounces away from the... If I would like to water this stuff, it kind of bounces away, as you can see. Let's see. Okay, I couldn't do that because I have both of them selected. Okay, and then it's right on top of that collision. But I don't want it to be that big of a collider. So I'm just gonna edit this collider a little bit. I know Roy's watching, and Roy's gonna be like, oh, why did you do this? Because I need it a little bit. I need a little bit. I'm in a little need to edit this. Nice. That's kind of cool. Thanks. Thanks, Greg. Much appreciated. And then, what I would like these things to do now, they bounce off. I'm gonna go back to the collision mode 3D. It can be just 2D. Is it 2D? What's the difference? As there's not even more than 30 particles. That's really cool. Yeah, and 30 is completely enough. So, and it needs to dampen. Like, let's say 1. And it doesn't have bounce. Like, it bounces just a tiny little bit. But not really. Like, hey, Aubrey. Oh, I'm tired. What's up? How did your boob sculpting work out good? See? This is really cool. I really like this kind of stuff, that it's like... I can actually water this. What the fuck? And all the stuff stays on stuff. What's up then, man? What's up? How's it going? What's your thing now? So yeah, I think this is gonna be pretty okay. I'm pretty happy with this kind of particle effect. And then if I do this on 0, well, it shouldn't be active at this point, but if it gets like, he turns it around, that's pretty cool. Just need a break. What do you mean? I'll make them eventually. Yeah, exactly. That's the way to go, man. Like to hear that kind of stuff. I'll make them eventually. You'll get there. Yeah, take a break. Yesterday I also felt like that, and I went to the beach. I went outside. I saw a lot of sunlight, and I could spend some time out of my bat cave. But I'm pretty great. No doubt about it, man. I agree with that. So if I could turn off the fucking collision, because I don't want to see that. Visualize the bounds. If I could just... Yeah, it's not gonna work like this, but... that's kind of okay. And I noticed that it just keeps shooting them in a circle. So that's because of the base shell. And if I would just put like base, then it goes a bit better. If I could give it like 50 more particles and 60. Let's say the mission's gonna be 60. 30. Yeah, actually 50 was the best. But I'm pretty great. Did you have any did you get any progress actually on that? Maybe you have some cool stuff to show again. You got some cool things going on, man. Like that's really good. This bullshit collision, yeah, I don't really need it. Cause what's the, like, it doesn't, you can't even tell the difference if it's like this or if it's like that. But then I can make it smaller. Like it needs to be smaller then. Because of the collision system, that's not gonna work. I don't like to take tiny steps, that's silly. I know some people love to do that though. Yeah, right? You know, I have the same problem nowadays. I can't, I know that those small steps are really important, but I just don't, I just can't. I can't, or I don't wanna. I know that I'm gonna get there, and that's maybe the thing that is like holding me back. Sometimes that's really a thing. I try thinking like my motivation is just to get the thing that I'm doing better, and no matter what it takes. It takes a lot of time, or it just takes a lot of those small steps. You know, so that's a balancing thing you can work on as well. Sometimes I'm a little bitch about that. But I think like this is gonna be perfect. Like this is gonna be perfect. And I think we have one more particle effect that we could make. I'm gonna call this particle system water drops. We can even reuse it later on for other systems, I guess, as well. Let's say there would be hey, what is this rotation? Shut up. 43 degree angle, and if I would duplicate this, grab it a little bit. What the fuck? Oh yeah, because of the scaling. If I would do 90, it has that weird rendering billboard. Huh? That's interesting. Ah, figured it out. So if we want like some other kind of like sprinkling water or something, we can still have it through this one. No, you just know you're moving in the right direction. I'm not sure what's holding you back. I don't know. You know, the biggest thing that like always holds us back is like people is the fact that we just limit ourselves. Sometimes we want certain things that we don't really need in our life, that we don't really yeah, like we just start fiending for stuff that we don't really need, and that's kind of a bullshit thing. At least I have that now as well. That like I'm really happy that you guys are here and that everyone like keeps on like watching these streams, because that really helps to keep a habit. You know, I've made a lot of habits, and like habits also for like free time, of course, so I can keep on growing the things that I like, and without, because sometimes when you're growing something, you, what do you mean? Like, I mean, I can actually spend time, like I know that I'm gonna be spending time on Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday working on Sabotage, and then I'm gonna be spending other times for other things, and it's like it's really a habit thing. So I'm not concerned of if I do a lot or if I do a little, but I do it consistent. I do it really consistently, like over a long time. I just keep on going, you know. I don't want to stop. I've been going already for 5 years. Like it's not a thing for me to stop anymore. Because, yeah, like you said, I think I'm going in the right direction. Like I've figured out most of the things how I want. I see my life how I want it to go, and I see like all my friends, what kind of things they're doing, and how everything collides together, you know. And yeah, like we hold ourselves back. We think that we need certain things, but we can do it without. It's just problem solving. Problem solving is the biggest bitch sometimes. Problem solving is the biggest bitch. Like, can you solve this? Or can't you? Like, that's gonna be the question. Have some baggage for sure. Yeah, like, that's exactly what I mean. That sometimes when you can't get over yourself to do a certain thing. For example, oh, I want to be modeling today, or I want to be doing this today, and you don't really do it because just bullshit. That you think that you need certain things. I remember I used to have that a lot when I was a kid. Like that was a bitch. Like, you know the pyramid of Maslow? Like the pyramid of the basic needs, how it goes? That if you try following that a couple of days to get through that, like at least, yeah, you know that there are 5 levels. Like there's the, you need to feel safe, then you can, like, well, okay, physiological needs, then there's safety, belonging, love, and self-esteem, and that kind of stuff, and then there's self-actualization. And where self-actualization is, that's where you're most creative. That's when you can actually make something, and that's when you start thinking how you can make certain things better. Like, you start reflecting on the previous steps that you did, and in that kind of way you can really, if you notice these patterns in your life, you can make yourself more productive if you just let yourself flow. If you let yourself flow. You completely disagree with that? Alright. Like, let me know what's your opinion. Like, I would really like to know. Like, for real. I would really like to know. Because that's where I've gotten, and that's what I think, like, it's really kind of important. But it's a really weird mix of things, you know? Like, I couldn't even explain it, how I see it for myself. It's really, really abstract, I would say. Alright. Yeah, I need to make one more particle effect, and then I think we can be done today. But I would really like to know, what do you think about that? You disagree that, like, we follow certain habits? I have no power to. Yeah, okay. There's this book called The Power of Habit. I think I'm gonna look that up. Power of Habits. Yeah, Power of Habit. And that's a really interesting read, actually. I'll give you a link to that. Explain. Watch some Jordan Peterson videos. like that people even. So for example, there was this guy. I completely agree with that, man. Like habits are one of the strongest things in life. Like make a habit, and a habit will make you. Like that's as simple as it gets. At least that's how I see it. You know what I will make? I want to make a smoking particle for the cafeteria. There should be a pot. Just a pot. In the cafeteria. Cafeteria pot. Yes. Yes. So yeah, basically how the book starts off is a friend of mine actually told me to check it out, so I did eventually. But yeah, the thing is that there was this one guy who had to lose half of his brain because of a certain thing that happened to his life. I'm not really sure exactly what. Like I won't be able to pinpoint that. But anyways, so he lost his half his brain, and one of the parts which was responsible for memories, for remembering certain things, and his wife had like a really rough time with dealing with that, I guess, because basically every day he started from new. He couldn't. Well, every 20 seconds he started from new. He only had memories of himself of from 15, something like that, until he was 30. So basically everything else in between was a gap that he was really missing. And what happened is that once he was sitting at home, and his wife forgot to lock the door, and the dude was just like watching TV, and walked away. Just decided, yeah, I'm just gonna go for a walk. Went for a walk, like just went away, and his wife came back at that point. I'm sorry about that I hit the microphone, but yeah, so he went away. His wife came back, and suddenly she notices that guy's gone. So she's like looking for him everywhere, and like, what the fuck? He's nowhere to be found. And she goes away, starts looking for him, and basically activates the whole neighborhood. Like, what the fuck is going on? My guy's like disappeared. What the fuck should I do? So what happened is, she came back to the house, and he just found him sitting on the couch. He was just sitting on the couch, and like everyone was like, what the fuck? How did that happen? So when they asked him like, do you know the layout of the house? Like, would you know where's the kitchen? And he was like, yeah, I don't really know where the kitchen is. Like, if they give him a layout of the house, and like, yeah, just show me where the kitchen is. He couldn't say that. Like, he couldn't remember that because he had no memory of that. Like, the memory part of the brain was gone. Like, half of the brain's gone basically. And what happened is, when they asked him, so what do you do when you're hungry? And he's like, oh, I just do this. He walks to the kitchen, goes to the fridge, takes a couple of sandwiches, makes something, and comes back to the living room. And they're like, what the fuck? You don't know where the kitchen is, but you still know where to go, even though you don't know that. But still, like, you have a habit of getting hungry, and then you know where to go, you know? Just like cats. Like, if cats get lost, when cats get lost, like, sometimes they just find their way back in a miraculous way. I'm always like wondering about that. Like, what the fuck? They get hungry and shit, and then they just like they leave, and then they come back. All right, and actually for this one, yeah, I'm talking about the particle effect now. I already have some particles for this, like an actual effect for this, because I made the smoking an explosion. I could have pretty much reused the smoking particle effect, but I think this pot needs something a bit more different. So yeah, like, I guess habits are a really hard thing sometimes. not a hard thing, but it's a thing that happens to each of us, and we sometimes don't even know that. Resources particles. Why is there? It should be different. Should be just in the pipeline. Why is there resources? Oh, fuck this. Yeah, get out of there. And I'm gonna create a new folder, and I'm gonna call this pot. Steam pot. Create, and I'm gonna create a material, and that's gonna be steam. And I need to find where did I put all those other particle effects. Art resources and textures, I guess. No textures. No. Particles. And then there's all of these guys. And if I could just move these away to the other particle folder, that would be just great. Yep, nice. That worked. I found it pretty cool. Found it pretty fast. A star. And this dust particle is gonna be steam. And the steam is gonna move. Come on, let me just put it in the pot. Ah, so I already made that. Yeah, I made that. So I could just delete that and move this one in there. And what kind of running particle? And I'm gonna copy this. Control duplicate. I'm gonna move it inside of the steam pot as well. So now I have a black background, but that's also okay, because you can put alpha from grayscale. So it's like many ways how you can actually approach that process of making that particle stuff. Steam. And I can apply the steam towards this particle effect. Now the emission is a bit too much. At least I feel like it's just a little bit too much. So I can make 10, 20 the max. I think 20 is gonna be the max. And startup speed is gonna be 0 or 0.1. And I want it to work just based on the gravity. Five or 6. And I'm gonna make this also world space. So basically, if damn, this is some modern talking kind of music stuff. Yeah, if you guys want the music to change or anything, like, you can just let me know. Okay. The size is way too big. 1.0? Random between two constants. 5. It's gonna be 1. I don't like it that it's when it spawns, it sometimes spawns a little bit like outside of the thing. So this is pretty okay.
I think the hard part of having a habit is the beginning, as you might not feel like doing a thing, or the thing makes you uncomfortable, but you need to have it in mind, your end goal, and try and fail, and try again. And the certain step you will see it's something unusual, new thing to do. The book is nice, I have read it as well. Yeah. Yeah, like a habit is a thing. Like especially if you want to make something new, if you want to make your life better, if you want to change something, it's really hard because you already have a set of habits, and that's really hard to break. Depression can be a habit. All kinds of things could be habits. Yeah, one messenger request. Okay. What is this? Okay. So it's like, yeah. But I'm also talking about like certain habits like that you have from your parents, or like that your way of thinking works, and that's kind of interesting sometimes as well, how those things work. But yeah, that's really interesting. I just feel like you're not understanding me that well, and I'm not in a position to give any suggestions. My life is a joke. Well, you've gotten that far in life, I guess. That's not that big of a deal, right, dude? Neg- See, this is where I'm saying like maybe your negativity can be a habit. Be an optimist, Prime, not a Negatron. Well, I mean, the more you talk about it, the more you notice like how maybe I would like to understand you. Like maybe I am, but I just can't connect with that right now. Like in what kind of way your life is a joke? You're like no one's life is a joke. I can tell you that for sure. Don't think like that. Invest in yourself. The more you invest, the more you try making yourself happy. Even though like sometimes I know it's bullshit. Like, but you know when you have a nice feeling, sometimes you get a nice feeling and then you start smiling. You can also do it the other way around. If you just start smiling without anything, your brain is gonna think, oh, maybe he's like happy or something. Maybe he's trying to get happy, and then just your brain starts releasing dopamine, and that's what you want. At least I think, right? That would be my jam. That would be my jam. All right. Kind of like how this is going out with this guy. But the soft particles should be a little bit less. Render cast shadows, and yeah, I think now I can start working on some color over lifetime and stuff like that. This looks really nice. This could be a bit further, maybe. Actually, yeah, it can fade out like that. That's not a big deal. If I give a... Sometimes it's really hard to see certain things like this. Joke is a funny thing which makes people laugh, which makes the joke positive. So if we look at it from another point of view, your life is positive. Yeah, exactly. Look, man, I don't need no suggestions from you. Basically, human beings are not so happy creatures. That's not true. That's not true. We're born to make each other happy. We're born to be together with everyone. And we're born to just be free, you know? That's like how I see it. If, like, I don't know. Because I've felt the happiest when I've helped other people. And I've noticed other people are also. Well, that's an opinion right there. When you're happy, you're impulsive and make stupid decisions. But also when you're sad, you do the same thing. So when is the time when you're doing the right stuff? We could actually talk about this for quite a long time, I think. it's a really contradicting question. I think that most of the things in our lives are the biggest things are always contradicting, like whatever, like love or like other things like that. The biggest things are always contradicting themselves. So it's like we are happy. It's just the fact that you're not doing the stuff that you want to do. You need to do the things that you want to do, not what others are telling you. It's either you make your own dream or you help others to make their dreams. But the thing is that we can help ourselves make our dreams and help others also like work out their dreams, you know. And I don't know. As soon as I realized that in my life, I just started being more happy because I know like how that feels when you're thinking everyone's like depressed and all this kind of stuff, but it's really not like that. We're here to help each other, and like the moments when I've felt the best is when I can help others, when I can see others grow, when I can really help, when it's like community, you know. That's the thing. But maybe you have a different kind of thing on life. Like I won't even I wouldn't be a dick about it, you know. Because everyone has a different vision. Everyone is here for a different reason, you know. So why stress about it? Why stress about it? Oh shit, dude. That's funny. I was quite depressed this morning. Like I woke up, I was pretty depressed. Then I figured out I need some breakfast. Eat some more. Have a good one, brother. Dude, I'm sorry about that, but go outside. Chill out. Meditate. Be with yourself. Believe me, you're gonna feel better, man. Like, you're gonna feel better. Like, your art is good. I hope, like, you seem like a pretty decent dude, man. Like, just relax. It's too good. It's too good to be true. So, Size Over Lifetime has also been made. I could do some coloring with this guy. So, if I do like a dark color, it just fades away. I'm gonna have to change the shader, perhaps. Particles, multiply. Oh wow, that's interesting. Or model another booty and you might feel a bit better. Yeah, see, like, I mean, if the ass that you're modeling doesn't make you happy, then what the fuck, dude? I don't know, like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I've seen people making worse stuff and they're really happy usually about their things. You must seek therapy. You must seek therapy. You need to spend some more time with your fellow people. That really helped me, at least. I went through a really weird bullshit, whatever called, like, relationship last year, and that really got me depressed. And I was also in the same kind of position as you are, that I thought, like, yeah, nothing is really fun, but dude, no. It's great. Life is really great. Just the small things are the ones that we need to appreciate, and they get bigger eventually. They get real big. Start small. Keep growing. It's okay. I just want to keep on playing around a little bit with these shaders. Particles, multiply, double. What is this? Particles, multiply. Oh. It's really too dark, I think. Really black stuff. I'd like it to be more grayish. used to have this really, really cool transparent. No. Ethical motion particles. What is this? Ooh, this is pretty interesting. How about that? Lighting mode lit. Multi-light emissive, unlit. Ah. Well, this is kind of what I wanted. This is pretty nice. I'm happy with this. Soft particles. Distance fade. Ooh, this is really nice. I heard you share your portfolios here of what you do. I don't model or make games. I only enjoy them a lot, but I have a portfolio to if anyone wants to see. I wonder if they mind off showing you. Yeah, of course. Yeah, thanks a lot for that. Like, if anyone else has that, like, you can just drop it in here. Like, I really appreciate that. I like that other people can see other people's work. It really, that inspires. That really inspires a lot. I've seen your pictures. They're pretty cool. Checked them out yesterday. I just like, I really like to browse certain people's Facebook sometimes and their pages, what kind of stuff they do, and it's kind of really weird sometimes. But I want to press like on everything, but then I feel like I'm a creepo. I'm a creepo. But yeah, you're doing a nice job. Really cool stuff. And this song is kind of depressing me. Matters. Timeless. What is this? Fuck. Oh shit. This was not the right time for this. I guess like other people, my teachers are starting to figure out that I need to graduate soon. Well, I need to graduate, but I have my own plan, and sometimes they don't want to. I can't reach out with the things that I would like to reach out, so I took some time. I made my own company, and got real comfortable, and now I can actually start graduating. School is not for everybody. Took me a long time to figure that one out. Took me a really long time to figure that one out. Thank you for giving the time to check out. Yeah, of course. Like, if other people check my stuff out, why couldn't I check out their stuff out? Right? Erosion? Ooh. This even looks really cool. What the fuck? Alright. I like this. I really like this effect here that's happening. What if I give it more lifetime? Let's see that more in action. Yeah, this is really nice. This is really nice. 2.5. Or 2. Yeah, 2 was actually good. 22. Yeah, this is... can't you graduate with this game or within your company? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm gonna do. I just... actually took some really nice time, and I managed to get my company up and running. I managed to find a lot of external things that I can do to make money, and I was having a... I was working in a restaurant in the hometown where I'm living now, in Enschede, and I decided that I need to quit my job and I need to start focusing more on the things that I really would like to do in my life, and that's what I did. and now I'm here, and I'm feeling more confident that I can graduate within my own company and everything like that. Because before I didn't really feel like that. I don't think that black smoke is good. It looks like it's going to be burned. But yeah. Okay. You're making a good point there. I actually want it to look like it's burning. I wanted to make it look like it's a little bit like overdone, you know, because of the character, like she never gives a shit about that. Where's that character? Assets, resources, prefabs, characters. Let's actually put that together. Let's take a look how that looks like. But you're making a good point. Like, I was also playing around with it and looking at it, trying to figure out what's up. Because there is something I don't like about it, but I can't really pinpoint what. Yeah. Because this might be too much, the dark around it. Let's play around a little bit more with those. Ethical motion. Pretty good particles. Pretty good particle stuff. Additive soft. Something like this, perhaps. How does this look like, Greg? Because I would like it to be like grayish, but I can't really make it like I would like it to. Not with these shaders. I bought some shaders, but I haven't gotten into it. Haven't gotten into those things. Multi-lit, damn. Oh, this is actually pretty good. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting how this works. Thickness. Set that. Whoa. But yeah, you're right about that. That it looks a little bit like it's getting burned or something. Steam doesn't look like that. I'm watching the stream in Epi Trust. Oh, okay. Should I show them what cool stuff you do in the community you're creating with Twitch? Joking. They should sign your diploma already. Yeah, exactly. You know. I'll get there. Like, I already have figured out like how we're making another game. Well, we're doing research for it, called Bug Box, and basically I want to do for my graduation. I want to do animations for indie games. So how would you approach an indie game with animations? Like, let's say, how would you approach Sabotage in that kind of way, or how would you approach Bug Box, and what would be the costs? And so basically, we would know for other projects as well, like what kind of way of making particles we want to take. That's a thing. That's the thing that I want to do. So it's kind of interesting. Like, it's a process that you need to go through. It's kind of annoying, but I'll get there. I'll get there. My parents always are thinking like, yeah, my parents are always pushing me towards that, even though they're not the ones paying for my school or anything. And they haven't even graduated themselves, but they're all constantly pushing me to do that. So I don't waste time. I take time. That's my motto. I'll figure it out. Just give me my time. I can do it. I can do it. Because everyone has their own time in this life. Like, I mean, just like I see all my friends getting married and all this shit, and I'm like still, oh fuck, I just got a job. and I made it myself and all these things, and I really want the same stuff that they have, but I know that my time is still coming. I'm still getting there. I am still getting there. It's okay. I think that this theme is gonna be perfect, and we're pretty much done. The only thing is that I noticed this really cool erosion effect, and I would like to try adding it to other particle systems that we have. Pot. Steam. But yeah, that's really cool. Thanks a lot for all you guys joining in today. That really means a lot to me. I really appreciate that. And I just recently figured out we're almost reaching 100 followers. So that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy for me. Like, having all this love from you guys, like, really appreciate that. Particles, this is empty. Yep. Don't need that. Resources, prefabs, particles, and here I'm going to add the steam. I mean, like, the numbers that we're making with this, like on Twitter, and we're making somewhere else, it really helps us to figure out how we want this game to keep on going, and how we can reach out you guys better, and how we can get more people into this, like to get more people who would be interested in this kind of game, or yeah, like that's that jam. Eventually, things are coming slowly. I'm just here to make sure that everything is there, so everyone can see all these things. Yeah. Resources, materials. There should be character somewhere. Prefabs, characters. Sometimes I get lost in this structure that I've made because yeah. Sometimes that happens. So I'll apply that to the prefab, so the steam is already inside the game. I kind of implemented that directly. The squad is gonna go away. Watering pot. Ooh, that's still here. I'm gonna apply that to the prefab as well, and get rid of that. So, student has this particle system. So basically, he can be running. And these particles come behind him like that. I think that's really cool. I think this is really cool. But what if? So particles additive soft. Well, it's already saved on prefab, so whatever. I can just keep messing with this. And unlit. Unlit. Main texture white. Why you know white? Maybe even this is better. I want to check out in the game how this is gonna look as well. This is kind of weird that it does that, but anyways. Alpha mode. Erosion. Multi-lit? Alright, let's check it out. I'd like to see this actually working in the game. I think a lot of things are broken right now, because we're trying to implement a lot of UI, and certain things are just like not looking how they should look. And I think I have the old version of things. Alright, so if this guy starts running, can I move? I can't even move for some reason. But I'll get a controller. Just a second, guys. Got a controller. Let's get it. Let's check it out. How the particle effect looks. And I would also like to see how the how the rest looks as well. Okay, this particle system, I just need to apply. Alright. Fuck. I moved my internet cable. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm really sorry about that. I hope everything is working already. Alright. Turn this off. Ooh. Am I back? Fuck. Fuck. That fucked up. No. I'm sorry about that. I wanted to reconnect my controller. Nice. Thanks a lot, guys, for staying here. I needed to connect my controller and my internet wire is really messed up. I'm actually gonna go get a new one. Okay. For some reason I'm not able to move. And I'm not sure why that is happening like that. But the particle effect needs to be back at 0. So yeah, I'm really sorry, guys, that happened. Didn't expect that. I'm really sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, the character controller, arc, stamina, maze sounds. Okay. Not sure why. But okay, let's just try it again. Spawning works. Can even wave, but walking does not. Move speed is also there. That's really strange. And I can't even. Okay, this is really strange. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to call somebody out of the vacation. Nah, Roy's gonna be okay. Alright. So this is also adjusted a little bit. Kinda like how this, I think that smoke trail should be off. Yeah, exactly. It was off, but for some reason it doesn't work right now. I think that Roy has pushed the new changes and I don't have them yet. That's why a lot of things are broken. I remember this from Saturday already. But that's okay. But at least now this is like that. It's gonna be more visible now. I would like to see this, but yeah, this really sucks that I can't move it. Not even like this. Come on, go to the scene view. Oh, that's the wrong character. What the fuck? Oh, nice. And here we can see like the steam is already there. Steam works. Astrid really likes this one corner. Like she just like chills in corners right now as we're working on the AI stuff. But yeah, where's my... So now you guys can see the whole setup. how a lot of things work here. So this guy can move. Okay. Yeah, this actually looks much better. Now you can actually see it really nice. Before it was too soft and you couldn't even notice that. But now it's really nice and subtle. I like that. So I think, yeah, I think this week we're done. We're done this week. And, yeah, let's just check it out. Particles, steam, where did I put this? Characters, accessories. watering pot. Do this. I really like this one. You can water this stuff. That's really cool. This theme looks legit. Yeah, right? Thank you, guys. It almost looked like that monsters in Tremors 3. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. But alright, guys. We've made some really cool progress today. I'm actually happy that I figured out that punching, because I was stuck on that for like 2 days. I couldn't figure that out. But now I did, and I'm real happy about that. Characters, menu, particles, punch. Made this cool punching thing. Pow. 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 This is gonna be really nice. This is gonna be really nice. And also the watering. And also this particle effect is also done again. Really cool. And the pot. And the pot. BOT. Yeah, like slowly all these things are coming together, and this is really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna say thanks again for all you guys joining in. If you appreciate what we're doing, if you like the stuff that we're making, make sure to hit that follow button up there, and also check out the links in the description. That really means a lot to us if you guys just check this out, and that really like gets us motivated and keeps us going. And yeah, next week we're gonna be back around the same time. I think I'm gonna do a stream on Monday and Tuesday, because last week I was like not really doing anything almost, and this week I have some problems with all this setup stuff, and I didn't have that much time. But next week I have time on Monday and Tuesday, and I think I'm gonna post like a voting poll on Twitter, like I did that the past couple of weeks, where you guys can just check out. Yeah, you guys can actually decide on what kind of stuff we're gonna be making. So that's also kind of cool, I guess. Because I have like all of these bunch of things that we need to make, like particle effects, and then there's animations, and all kinds of stuff. And it's like really nice that like I can have your input on that. So alright, guys, thanks a lot for joining in today, and I'll see you next week. It was really fun. Like, thanks a lot for that. Thanks a lot. And yeah, bye. See you next